Okay, I'm going to check the sound. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Horizontal, the podcast where we explore the lost art of doing nothing. I'm Mason Smeisterla.
I'm Meg Kelly.
And we're so happy to have you.
We're thrilled.
We're thrilled.
We're doing something a little bit different today. We are filming in the daytime.
Yeah.
We're now awake
and
during
it's a
the
Sunday.
day.
It's the Lord's Day.
It's the Sabbath.
But
so this feels a little different.
Yeah, it does. But you know, I feel more awake. I had some coffee. You might not.
I don't really feel awake.
Okay, well.
But I will.
Up.
But I will.
You will.
How
are you doing, Meg? How has your week been?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good.
That was a fucking lie.
Well,
I'm all right.
My sleep has been a little bit off lately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That
ruins
it's fine,
everything, though.
Yeah, it's just like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and then I don't fall back asleep. So I think I got up at midnight last night and then I fell asleep again at like 4.
Well, you had a bit of a day yesterday.
That's fair. I had a little too much fun at the dance party.
There was a rooftop party that my sister and some friends held, and
might have had one too many glasses of wine.
Well, you know, it happens. It's November has been about a year long, so
it's still November.
Yeah, bitch. It's
like,
not even Thanksgiving yet.
I know, but I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm good. I have been working with way too many kids this week, which is good. Like, I'm making moolah because I don't work the week of Thanksgiving. So it really is like a nice break as a teacher and a director for kids. Like, you get the time off that they get off. Mm-hmm. But then that means you don't get paid. So I was just hustling my ass off working with way too many kids this week. And I think that it is the best form of birth control that there is. Yeah. Because I need some peace and fucking quiet. Yeah.
Well,
I also am on the second day of my period. So it's a miracle that I'm alive and here right now. So
you're alive.
You're all lucky.
You're alive and well.
Yeah.
You are alive.
Blessed and highly favored.
I feel like it has been a little bit of a roller coaster year, and I think the podcast has been a nice, steady, I don't know, reflection, I guess, or it's like it's almost like journaling in a way where you look back and you're like, oh, I feel like in every single journal entry I am saying I'm tired, I'm like overstimulated.
I'm broke.
I have anxiety. And it's just
depression.
Like, and I'm like, I guess that's the artist plate.
Yeah. That's real.
So, but it's
isn't that what they say? They're like, when shit hits the fan, that's the time to make art.
Mm-hmm. We're turning
and I'm like, give me a sec.
Into quality.
Yes.
Art.
Quality, for sure. I took a shower today and it truly felt like, you know how sometimes like you take a shower and it feels like you're showering for the first time? If that makes any sense. Like you're just like, oh my God. Like
yeah.
You feel every drop on your head and then you're just like, oh my God. Like I almost started crying. It was a therapeutic, spiritual moment. And it was an everything shower. As the ladies know, that means you shave it all. You become a slick little dolphin. Not for anyone in particular, just for myself. I just needed to feel like I just shed a layer of skin that I needed to shed because it's been tough. It's been tough. But anyway, freshly showered.
And you have a show tonight?
I do have a show tonight. By the time you hear this, it's too late to go. But yeah, it's at the Yard Theater in LA. I'm doing a 7-minute character set.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a liberal woman losing her mind.
Yeah.
So
that'll be easy.
Not anywhere close to who I am. So I'm really going to have to pull teeth to get that character out.
Yeah. I think that'll be really good for you, though, because remember what that psychic told you about?
What did she say?
They were like, you need to harness your anger
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or
An
something.
astrologist told me that.
Because you have really great stage presence, but watching you melt down is hilarious.
Oh, thanks so much. No, I'm glad that it's entertaining because it's I mean, I use humor to like get through the hardest shit in the world. Like it's my defense mechanism too. Like I've been kicked out of yoga classes and workout classes because my defense mechanism when I'm in pain is to start laughing or to like yell out something.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm glad that it's being used for good. But I did go, yeah, you're right. I went to the most LA thing happened to me where I went to a housewarming party this summer. And as soon as you walked in, you had to put your name on a sign-up list and come ready with the time you were born.
Oh.
So that someone would read your chart at this housewarming party.
I love that.
My birth chart.
I've never had my chart read.
Oh, it's fascinating. And of course, I knew a lot about it. So I walked in and I was like, hey, what's up? I already know I'm this and this and rising in my moons. And he was like, whoa, okay. And then he just goes, so what's up with this anger? What's up with your anger? And I was like, what the fuck are you I mean, yeah, I see what you mean. And yeah, he was like, maybe try using your anger in a therapeutic art-filled way, creative way where you get
art-filled way.
Art-filled way. What the fuck was that? Oh my God. If you look at my ears, you would see a mush brain. But anyway.
Smooth brain,
no thoughts. But he was like, yeah, put your anger in your comedy, in your set. And I was like, ooh, that's good. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to pop off.
Yeah.
As one says.
I want to come. Is Drew gonna come?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Drew's coming, my friend Drew.
I have never had my chart read. However, ChatGPT did sort me into a Hogwarts house this week.
Oh my God.
And
that isn't like a fucking BuzzFeed quiz. This is like legit.
This is like Atlas and I, like, we're tight.
Atlas is what her ChatGPT named.
He named himself. He gave me a couple options. He gave me Luna, Atlas, or Bite.
He said, if you want a funny one, you can call me Bite.
B-Y-T-E. I call him Bite when I'm angry.
That checks out, yeah.
But anyways, so I was, based on all our work together thus far, I asked Atlas.
This relation goes deep.
I mean, he is like my most reliable.
Yeah, he's like your assistant.
Source of information. Yeah, I use him for everything.
So quite literally.
I'm like, ooh.
She's like, he made me a workout list. He made me my packing list. I went grocery shopping. He made me all these lists of things I need to get. And I'm like, honestly,
I asked ChatGPT for a packing list, and I just gave him a brief idea of my trip. Literally the most perfect packing list in 30 seconds. I think I added maybe 2 things to it. I was like, I'm a 30-year-old. Anyway, regardless.
Okay, we're going back to Hogwarts.
Atlas says that I am a Hufflepuff. And I have to say, at first, I was not happy. I was kind of like hoping for Ravenclaw, actually, because Ravenclaw is like the creative, like, witty kind of. I don't know.
Ravenclaw's like cunt.
Yeah, Ravenclaw is definitely.
It's like you dot your
the coolest
I's,
house.
You cross your T's.
But then I kind of came around to it because Hufflepuff is about hard work, loyalty, and community. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I think they're just like the chill, down to earth, like, you can just fill them in anywhere. They could. Yeah. They're just happy to be there.
Happy to be here.
And I was like, you know what? Okay, I could get down with Hufflepuff. Mm-hmm. But I have Ravenclaw tendencies.
Oh, it says you have Ravenclaw tendencies.
Yeah, I'm like a Hufflepuff sun, Ravenclaw moon.
Oh, moon, not rising. I would say maybe moon because of emotional tendencies.
I still think you might be a Slytherin. But wow. I think you have some Slytherin tendencies. I think so too. In a good way.
I think so too. I think Slytherin gets a bad rap because
of
obviously Draco. And Death Eaters and shit.
Salazar, Slytherin, and Voldemort, and all the bad ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, our millennial is showing, but I think you're right. I think I have Hufflepuff Sun or Ravenclaw Sun, and
I don't know, but you do have
Slytherin Rising.
You do have like courage too, and friendship and bravery. Like you could have some Gryffindor going on. Yeah,
maybe I am Gryffindor.
I don't know.
It sounds so weird to be like Gryffindor Sun and Slytherin Rising.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I feel like learning more about Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff would tell me more about myself sometimes than maybe astrology.
But I also look great in green. There, I said it.
Yeah, you do. And I look okay in yellow, I think. Or gold, maybe.
You do,
I do wear gold.
That yellow top you have?
Yeah.
Mwah, chef's
Thank
kiss.
you. Cedric Diggory was a Hufflepuff. So
Team Cedric.
And he's so chill. Like, who wants to date Harry Potter? Ew.
What
like,
a nerd.
Cho Chang dodged a fucking bullet.
And how fucking generic is that name, Cho Chang?
I think it's a cool name.
It is. I mean,
She's
just
a
like,
Ravenclaw.
I don't know. Like, she could have done a little more.
Yeah.
With that name. Anyway.
It's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
I think we've exhausted the listeners' Harry Potter.
The topic, yeah.
Bandwidth for the day. I don't want to over
Potter
us.
Shall we get into what I'm bringing to the table? What are we watching?
Yeah, what are you watching, Mace?
Okay. So, I'm not sure if you have heard about this or our audience has heard about this, but Temu is a website very I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's very much like eBay in a way, but it's like everything that you buy is not what you're buying, you are not going to get in the exact same way.
On purpose or just because it's not run
it's just because it's cheap.
Oh, okay.
And you can go on there and get stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can get all of this for, less money. It's almost like fast fashion in that way where like if you're going to buy from like fucking, what's it called? Shein.
Or Forever 21.
Or Forever 21 or, H&M. It's not going to be exactly how it looks on the website, okay, when you put it on your body.
Never is. No.
So people have been posting their crazy shit that they got from Temu and what it looked like online and then what it was in person. The first one I'm going to start with, starting off strong, with a croissant lamp.
Oh, wait, I saw this.
When this woman received it in the mail, it's an actual croissant.
It's like molded. It's like a molded croissant.
Yeah, she's like I swear to God, it kind of, so this is that video.
It's like casted in plastic or something.
Yeah, they just like painted over it with some shiny shit.
Yeah.
It's like a glaze that you put on like a painting. Anyway, this is it. Okay.
So I got this Temu lamp as a gift from my sisters. And I had it in my room and I came home from work after the hot day and there was like hundreds of ants underneath it. And I was like, why the fuck would ants want a fake croissant? And like, I'm almost wondering if this is a fucking literal real croissant covered in resin. Because they were going in the holes. And anyway, I just poked a bigger hole.
Yeah.
And it like low-key looks like a fucking croissant under there. I guess there's one way to truly know.
She does eat it.
And that crumb just came out of there.
She's gonna eat it.
Oh, she's eating it.
Oh my God.
She's eating the lamp.
It's literally fucking food.
Oh my God. Yeah, so that's the very first one that I saw, and I was like, stop, give me more Temu. I need more Temu. Okay, we're on Temu. See what I mean? It kind of looks like Etsy.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a lot of, like, TikTok shop, like, cheap stuff.
Yeah.
This is a themed Christmas rug that is $8.
Shut up. I wonder what that would actually come as.
We could have that for the Christmas episode.
It's going to be like 2 inches long.
This is perfect. It's $8.
Oh my God.
How the heck can you sell?
I think we have to get it. Oh my God.
So the biggest size.
It's like a dog sleeping on the floor with like a hot fire.
Oh, no, the
crackling.
big one is $36. See, I'm already getting influenced.
See?
1 second on Temu.
Temu will do that. It will do it.
This is like a Snuggie.
Okay, but be careful. Be careful, Meg.
You would like that.
Be careful.
Ooh, there's like fake Uggs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These Uggs are $9.
Girl, you know they ain't gonna fit. They're not gonna look like that.
What
are those pants?
This is what's wrong with the world.
Oh my God.
All of this stuff is going to end up in the earth.
In a fucking landfill.
What is this? Half of it's
the ocean.
Really ugly, too.
Which, by the way, aliens are in the ocean. Woo! I already knew that, but...
They're in the water.
They're in the water.
Get in the water.
It's another episode. We can't. It's a teaser.
Oh, that's a teaser. That one's going to come back in a couple of weeks.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Get in the water.
Get in the water.
we can't we're batching episodes today. Look at us.
Look at us.
Tried to high five Mason.
I'm going to backhand it.
Don't do that.
I can't. What do you want me to do? I'm going to hit my mic. Okay. All right. We suck. Anyway, we're batching episodes.
I'll just go like this. Give me some skin. No, you have to do it with the other hand. Give me some skin. Boom. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. We should come up with a handshake or something.
Yeah, some sort of like Parent Trap something.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Do you have a dream?
I brought a dream. Guess who?
Oh my God, it better be who I think it is.
It was Brady.
It's Brady! Thank you, Brady, for finally fucking coming through.
Brady came through. Bullying works.
It does, in fact.
So manipulation.
Yeah. Peer pressure, bullying.
Is how you get
recommend.
stuff done. Bitches get stuff done.
Yeah.
So let us pull up his dream.
Greetings to my two favorite gals over at Horizontal, Meg and Mason.
Not the intro.
I love the intro.
I just wanted to send my dream in for some one-of-the-kind academic analysis. And I'm sending this over completely not prompted by a insane harassment via Instagram. I'm doing this on my own beautiful volition. So here we go. So I had a dream last night that my family and I we were at a house that wasn't quite our house. I knew in my head that we lived there, but it like wasn't a house I'd ever lived at before. There's like a lot of people in the house that also weren't my family. It was just like a lot of people. We sort of dropped into the dream and I knew that we were under attack. And there were like a bunch of home invaders, like and burglars, like patrolling outside, trying to get in. And this house is pretty big, so there was like a lot of different entryways that these people could have kind of gotten in.
Castle.
I was put on duty to patrol the fireplace and make sure that nobody got in through the fireplace.
Okay.
And so I was
Santa Claus.
sitting on a couch watching the fireplace like a good patrol guard. And then I fell asleep.
Picturing Brady as a guard.
And when I woke up...
And then I fell asleep. Exactly.
So I fell asleep in the dream. And then when I woke up in the dream, a burglar was just sitting on the couch across from the fireplace, like covered in soot.
Covered in soot.
And I was like, but I woke up with like no sense of urgency that somebody had just broken into the house. I was like, oh, rats. And I looked at the burglar and I was like, shoot, like you got me. And he was like, I broke in, like I got you. And I just sort of like immediately like took to the defeat and submission pretty easily. And I was just like, well, like, I'm actually really sorry about this. And I'm sorry to inconvenience you when you could have just used the front door.
He's like, I accept defeat right away.
Like, really, really embarrassed. Like, I'm just going to get out of here. And so then I was like, kind of getting my things about to leave. And then I was like, you know what? I'm actually kind of tired. I'm going to go back to sleep. And then I asked the burglar if he wouldn't mind watching over me while I slept. I went back to bed. And so then I went back to bed in the dream while this like burglar watched over me and watched me sleep. And then afterwards, I like woke up again and suddenly like all of the like burglars and family members were all like heading to like craft services. And everyone was like eating lunch together. And there was like a director who was like, all right, like that's a wrap on day 3, like blah, 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 blah. And so I guess that it was actually all just an entire...
It was a set.
It was like I was on a set and it was all fake. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's kind of my dream. Thank you very much. I would love to know what you guys think it means for me and how I should move forward from this experience. Thank you. Love your guys' podcast. I do indeed lurk on all of them.
You do, which we love.
Sincerely, your most loyal fan. Okay, bye.
Yay!
Thank you, Brady.
Love you, Brady. We bullied you out of love.
Yeah, that was a fascinating dream. Thank you so much for sharing that.
It's very like Truman Show.
I feel like I want to take this one really seriously.
Okay. All right. Apart from the other ones, we don't.
No. We take them all seriously.
I know, that's the joke, Meg.
I'm writing it all down.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
All down. All right. So I've had like on set dreams before too.
I mean, you guys are in the industry, so it makes sense.
And it's like it's very dreamlike, and it's easy to be in one setting and then you shift it to another, and it's like it makes sense. But I feel like so the house is under attack, and he's given a job to do, which he fails at.
Yeah.
So maybe...
And he accepts defeat away.
Maybe it's like a fear of failure, but then he fails and he's like, well, how much do I actually care?
Yeah.
And then he decides he doesn't care, and maybe that's good. Maybe he's like not beating himself up.
Yeah. It's like when you get fired from a job you don't really care about and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I could really care about this, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Which has happened to me.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Pure Bar, fuck you. Anyway.
Should spill all the secrets.
Yeah, I worked at Pure Bar in New York in the downtown location, and they go, you don't fit the brand.
That's very Abby of you.
No shit. Anyway.
Or Ilana. Which one?
It's Abby.
Abby? Okay, it's very Abby of you.
Yeah. I forgot to pick up the weights in the middle of class and shit.
City.
It was bad. I was bad. Anyway, so I have so many thoughts about it because, like, I think it's about fear of failure, but then it's also, like, I think he's learning to control the things that he can control and let everything else go because, it's like my tattoo 10-10-10. It's like, how many fucks should you give about something? It's like, is it going to matter in 10 days? Sure, maybe. 10 weeks? 10 years? Definitely not. So it's like, how much should I really put into this to really care? And how much energy should I, But I think it was absolutely hilarious that he truly had just given up. He was like, I am good. I'm Gucci. I'm going to let this person who broke into the home watch me sleep.
Yeah.
Because I got to rest. He was like, listen, horizontal above all, okay? Yeah. You can watch me even though you broke into my home.
It makes sense to me. I mean, it makes perfect sense. And then... he de-escalated the situation. He's good in a crisis. And then he was right.
He was right.
There was nothing to worry about in the end after all.
Boom, let's go get some food. Like, cut. Let's go. You know what I mean? Cut, print, check the gate. Moving on.
Print.
That's from How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
Do you know what print means?
Yes. Cut, print, check the gate, moving on.
Okay. I think print means that's the take we're going to use.
Well,
So
cut.
it's like-
I thought it was cut, and then print is like we're putting that in print. Like we're making sure that goes to print, which means like that goes to the final cut or whatever.
Yeah, I think print, they'll say print like, yeah, when they got it, and they're going to use that one. I don't know. I read a book about this.
Wow, so she does read.
Sidney Lumet, Making Movies. I will say there's something very poignant about this dream, Brady, I feel. And I'm gonna get to the point.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this is a very relevant perspective of young people, where it's like, older generations are like, the house is on fire.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. This is your job. Do this job.
Yeah.
And you will be safe. And we will all be safe. And then young people are like doing what we were told to do, except for it's all fucked anyways.
It's all a hoax anyway.
And so
that's a scam.
That's why I hear more and more that like
the younger generation
they just like don't care, because it's all been, the world they've been handed is like not a very, it's hard to look forward as a young person and feel like really confident about your future.
Yeah. And it, I mean,
see, I got there.
Their cortisol levels are higher than ever. You know what I mean? They're just like, I can only give so much and then take so much. Like I'm gonna shield what I have left.
Yeah, we need to shield, and then he's just like, okay, like I guess I'm just gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
And then it turns out it's all a sham. It's all a sham.
It's all a scam.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Yep.
That
food
is
for thought.
Food for thought.
Wow.
But I do think that like I do think, and I could be biased, but I think millennials and Gen Z are funnier than we're funnier than previous generations.
Oh yeah.
And Gen Alpha is gonna be like unmatched. They're gonna be hilarious.
The comedy that's gonna come out of this, because we have had to deal with so much bullshit, and when you have to go through pain and trauma, I'm a spitting image. I'm a walking example. If you go through a bunch of bullshit and pain and trauma in your life, you end up being a really fucking funny person. Like, life is a dark comedy, so you might as well laugh through it.
Yeah, and like the internet itself is a joke.
Yeah.
It's all one big joke, and we've had access to memes for decades. Oh my god. So of course
thank God
we're gonna end up a little bit quirky.
Yeah. A little off.
I don't want to be like those millennials that it's like, life sucks. Fuck the boomers. Like I love the boomers because those are my parents. But
I'll let you talk.
But I do, and I don't know where I was going with that. But I also feel like it's such a cliche perspective. It's like we can't buy houses. We can't, but it's true.
No, it literally is true.
And granted, we did pick very competitive that are like extremely hard.
Yeah.
So
these are the careers where everyone's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Good luck.
Yeah, we didn't like go into.
We're not making it easy on ourselves,
quote unquote,
nothing
real
has been
jobs
for us. So why not?
But I'm like glued to my laptop all day, every day. I'm like constantly working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm applying to jobs right now, but then it's like jobs and podcasts, and then I got up at 3 a.m. on Saturday, because someone wasn't home, and her location was off, and I thought she was dead. And then I never went back to sleep.
Likely story.
So a couple hours later, I think I got up at like 5 or 6, and I worked for like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Popped out some clips on a Saturday. So if y'all think we're out here,
so you do it.
Just anyways, sorry, Brady.
We love you, Brady.
Got on a tangent.
Okay, well,
but I think how should
this?
he move forward? What should we prescribe?
I mean, I would just say keep doing you and keep breathing through everything and taking naps where it's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everything should be like the end of the world.
And also,
and I think you're doing a good job.
I think he's like questioning his values. And then you're like, how much do I care about being healthy?
Oh.
How much do I care about being successful? And like, because you're told to really, you know, I don't know. I feel like we were raised
there's
on like
sometimes where
excellent,
even you'll
like,
see stuff online. You're like, oh, I should care about this. Or, oh, I should. And there's like, if you scroll through things nowadays, there's way too much that's going on where like, it's so overstimulating. And you could, if you cared about every single thing you saw, you would be in an insane asylum.
But the problem with that is when you're like overwhelmed, then you don't care about anything.
Right. Then
and there's
a moment where you get numb.
That's what I've been struggling with lately. Just like, you know, with like the election and everything and like just
I was
trying to like hang on. But I feel like I'm like, well, I don't care about anything. I'm not going to work out because I just don't feel like it. And it's like, well, but maybe you should care.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe
find some things to care about.
You know, that I feel like I've heard so much that like Gen Z are nihilists. And and I think that it in some way can be true just based on the humor that we see, but I feel like it's like not helpful to not care about anything. Like we have to, but then you can be like, look,
people have multitudes within them.
I don't need
There's
to
not
be,
one thing that's just like, I am this. I will not care. It's
but
impossible.
I don't need to be the best.
No.
I don't need to be a billionaire. And I think like,
well, I do.
Coming to terms with your own mediocrity is like, you know, very comforting.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to think you're mediocre.
No, but I want to be mediocre.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, excellence is just exhausting.
That's very true. I'm a Virgo rising. And I often, I've had conversations with myself in the mirror. I'm just like, stop it. Stop trying so hard. Like you don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, the hustle.
I'm fighting against myself at the end of the day, which is like stupid because there's everything else that's going on. And I'm like in my own way.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think we need to take a page out of Brady's book.
Yeah. And as RuPaul would say, you're being sabotaged by your inner
saboteur. That's it. Yeah, so the inner saboteur. Don't let your inner saboteur
take over.
Huh. Well,
so thank you so much.
Thank you, Brady. We just unlocked. I'm going to cut a lot of what I said because I feel like I talked too much.
Can you imagine going straight from that to like, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And I'd like to say thank you.
I haven't gotten deep in a couple pods. I feel like I needed to get
we're
deep.
We're allowed to get deep. Anyway, what do we want to end with? I feel like this has been a hot sec.
We definitely need to wrap it up. Yeah. You're right. She's right.
All right, my friends.
All right, darlings. Well, I think
rate and review.
Please rate and review. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Share.
Watch. We have some incredible clips from each episode that Meg makes and edits and makes them look so fucking cool. And they're hilarious. And they've been doing pretty well on TikTok and Instagram Reels. So follow us at horizontal_pod. Mm-hmm. And we have
a lot of fun new ideas coming up. We have a guest.
We do have more guests coming.
2 weeks. Woo! Look out for a guest. Our first in-person guest, if all goes well.
If all goes well, we're gonna cross our fingers that the technology works and everything goes well.
Yep,
but
everything goes well, and we've got excited. Some other fun things. We're like kind of building out a Patreon. With some special perks.
Special shit going on. So stay tuned. And keep getting horizontal when you need to, folks.
Yeah.
It's all a 10-10-10 at the end of the day.
Take a break.
Take a breather.
You're doing just fine. You're doing your best.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, girl.
We love you, and we will see you next week. Catch us every Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.